Now, with the outside temperatures slowly dipping into their lows, it only makes perfect sense that one should then turn up the heat in their kitchen. And what better way to do this either than to prepare yourselves a warm, hearty oxtail stew. The name, of course, is Asanda Amaslibi, and welcome to another episode on Kahe Wine and Dine. Now, to my returning subscribers, it is always a pleasure seeing your familiar face around here. First time viewer, welcome. Now, to make sure that you enjoy your time in the kitchen and it does not necessarily begin to feel like a chore, I would advise you to gather all your ingredients close by before you start cooking. This will not only save you time, keep you organized, but it will make sure that you're not running around in your kitchen like a headless chicken and becoming frustrated in the process. Now, to kick off our cooking, first up you will place a large pot into your stove at medium heat. Then add to it your olive oil. Once the oil has warmed up a bit, you can then proceed to add your crushed garlic with ginger, your finely chopped brown onion, rosemary and thyme. Then saute everything for at least a minute. By allowing our herbs and onion to saute for a minute or so, we are letting them release their flavor and aroma. Now, once our onion and herbs have sauteed for a minute, we are sure that the flavors and aromas have been released. We can then begin to add our meat into the pot. In this here step, we are going to be browning our meat. Now you may ask, why is it important to brown the meat? Well, turns out there is a scientific explanation to all of this. It is said that as the temperature begins to increase, our meat slowly turns brown, producing a range of flavored molecules that are responsible for the inviting color, flavor, and aroma. And we all know that we feast with our eyes before anything else, so go ahead and brown that meat. Whilst the meat is still browning, this is the perfect opportunity to continue to add our dry herbs, in this instance the oregano, and then to also season with our salt and pepper to taste. Then begin to saute everything together at least for another minute. Once you have sauteed everything nicely, you can then continue to add the 2 beef stock cubes into the pot and then continue to saute again for another minute. Then next up, we are going to add our rosemary and sage grind. I'm sure you can see that in the midst of adding all of these herbs, spices, and salt and pepper, our meat is turning brown so beautifully. Next up, once you are done with adding of your salt, pepper, and other herbs, you can then add your chopped potatoes and carrots and begin to saute everything together. Now into 1 cup filled with cold water, you are then going to add your oxtail and vegetable powder soup, followed by your 1 tablespoon of your chicken stock powder, your 1 cube of your chicken stock. Mix everything together and then add into the pot. Once you have added the 1 cup filled with your stock solution, you can then move along to adding a 1 sachet of your tomato paste into the pot. Then begin to stir everything to make sure that everything combines seamlessly together. And once you are done and are sure that everything has mixed beautifully together, you can then continue to add 2 to 3 more cups of cold water into the pot. Once you are happy with the volume of your water, making sure that the entire meat is totally immersed beneath the water, you can then close your pot and then allow all of this to cook at medium heat for 3 to 4 hours. Now you need to make sure that in intervals of cooking you are checking the volume of your water and adding as needed. And ladies and gentlemen, once your cooking time has elapsed, you can have a look at how delicious, hearty your oxtail stew is. Now I promise you guys, this oxtail was literally falling off the bone, and that's how soft you want the meat to be. Now I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Now please guys, do not forget to comment, like, share, turn on your notification bells so that every time I hit the kitchen you then get notified. It also wouldn't hurt if you clicked on that subscription button. Till next time, keep warm. Mwah.